Hello Skele Vaderites and friends of Skele Vader. I'm really excited to show you what showed up in the mail today. I've been recently looking up a few other Fisher-Price Little People Sesame Street characters since I've been on that tangent and been enjoying that arena. And I've lately been looking up SNUFFLEUPAGUS. He's one of my favorite characters from Sesame Street. Best friends, imaginary friend of Big Bird. And the Sesame Street Fisher-Price Little People SNUFFLEUPAGUS on eBay that I've been looking at is always a bit pricey. And as you can see here, these prices, even though the paint is messed up, the prices are pretty steep and I've been hesitant. So fortunately, Super 7 has been putting out these reaction figures, and my friend of the channel, Davies, sent me something special. So just look at this. I love this connect the dots SNUFFLEUPAGUS and Big Bird. This is definitely reminiscent of the books, the coloring books that we would get as kids, and beautiful illustrations. Super 7's packaging here is extraordinary, and I'm certainly saving this packaging. This is incredible. This TV set will serve as a nice way to display these if I ever decide to put them back in the box. So if you watch this channel, you know that I've been on this Sesame Street kick, and this reaction line of Sesame Street characters is really reinforcing that. This set is amazing. It's something that I certainly have been wanting. I may not have known that I wanted it, but anytime SNUFFLEUPAGUS shows up, I get excited, and here he is. Now, I'm gonna get this open, and I'm gonna do this in a way that allows me to maintain the integrity of this box, so I can put these back in here for display purposes later on if I want to. I love the television set here. Look, it even shows a little Super 7 here by the on and off buttons. If you are around my age bracket, a little bit older, you certainly got to experience this style television set, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure this box remains in good condition. But let's get these two special creatures out of the box and have a close look. Now, just to forewarn you all, I got a little nervous trying to get that Big Bird out of the plastic casing. It was a little bit tough. So these two characters look fantastic in reaction form. We've already seen Big Bird in the reaction figure scale, and here is the original Big Bird that came out from Super 7. He's got his mouth open, and he came with a little sippy cup, which is really cool. Everything about this sculpt is exactly the same. In fact, you can put the cup in this hand because this hand has the same style grip here, but his mouth is closed, so the head sculpt's a little bit different. The eyes are nearly exact, but the mouth on this one is open and the mouth on this one is closed, which is cool to have that option. Davies, who sent this over, messaged me, and he said it would have been great if they would have done a little something extra, like given this guy roller skates. That would have been fantastic. If you're a fan of Sesame Street, that's an iconic image of seeing Big Bird in roller skates. So it's really nice to have a version of Big Bird with his mouth closed, but I must say that's sort of the least impactful part of this two-pack, because we already have a Big Bird that's, already pretty spectacular. So it's nice to have Big Bird with SNUFFLEUPAGUS, but I think I would have just taken the SNUFFLEUPAGUS on his own. And this guy is beautiful. He's obviously hollow here, but he still has some heft to him. The eyes look wonderful. My wife noticed that it would have been great if they had put actual eyelashes on him just to add a little detail to that. Maybe even flocked, sculpted eyelashes perhaps. But he still looks like the Snuffy that we know and love. And almost this guy might serve as a bantha for my sand person here, my Tuscan Raider. They kind of look great together. I think I'm gonna take these two out and do a photo, and Big Bird won't get jealous, I promise. But Snuffy looks fantastic. We're familiar with the articulation for Big Bird, so I'm just gonna focus a little bit on the articulation for SNUFFLEUPAGUS. He's got limited articulation for the front legs, limited articulation for the back legs, a tail that can go all the way around like that, and it's a little bit flat on the bottom, so it sits on the ground like that, which is good. His head is actually a soft plastic, almost like a hard rubber or vinyl. That's interesting. I was not expecting that, but he can swivel his face back and forth, which is cool. Have him looking like that. His trunk is vinyl or rubber, and his head is soft. Kind of like the comparison I can make here is similar to Masters of the Universe figures with the rubber head, or some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures that came out from Playmates. But this Snuffy is fantastic. I'm so lucky to have him. And Aaron Davies, thank you so much. I need to take a moment to share with you all my appreciation for the background art for the packaging. Like there's Big Bird's nest over here. Really nice design here. Really fantastic artwork. All the artwork for the ReAction line of Sesame Street figures aligns with the storybooks that I grew up with in the late 70s, early 80s. And the golden books, you know, and same thing with the NECA action figures too. In fact, let's look really quick to see the size difference between the NECA figures and the ReAction figures, right? The detail here is quite a bit different. This accomplishes something different than this style figure. This style figure gives us the nostalgia of the Kenner style. So, folks, these are fantastic. If they're still available on Super 7, last time I checked they were. I know that they might run out sooner or later, probably sooner, just knowing that these have been very popular. Definitely go online. The Skele Vader affiliate link, I highly recommend that you use that. That lets Super 7 know that I sent you to them for these figures. Please use that if you're going to buy anything from Super 7. And a huge thank you to Aaron Davies for sending these figures my way. When they first popped up, it was toward the end of last month, and I'm waiting for my paycheck to see if I could get them. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on this right away for you. And I really appreciate that, Aaron. You are awesome. And even though Aaron is not a Patreon of the channel, he has earned himself a place on my patron list at the end of each video. So Aaron, welcome to the patron list. And for those of you who are interested in becoming a Patreon, it's just $3 a month, and you will be listed on the end credits of each one of these videos. And there's a lot of perks to the Patreon. I make little vlogs every once in a while, and there are always early snippets of Cambridge and with Sean episodes before they launch. So do check that out. And I'm trying to think of other cool things to incorporate too. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, do click that subscribe button. As always, please click that like button if you like the video, and click that bell icon if you want to be reminded of Skele Vader videos when they come out. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.